In the deepest chambers of ourselves, there sleeps an ancient dragon, coiled around memories like gold, breathing smoke of yesterday's battles into tomorrow's dreams. We inherited this fire from stars that died in rage, from oceans that learned to storm, from mountains that refused to bow, from every ancestor who burned. Our bones remember older wars fought before we had these shapes, when we were stardust and lightning dancing across newly born skies, learning what it meant to burn. Sometimes it whispers in our blood like wolves prowling behind our eyes, their howls echoing through the bones of who we pretend to be, of who we fear becoming. Each cell carries a spark of that primordial flame when the universe first learned that creation and destruction were the same force wearing different masks. The anger waits in amber, preserved in perfect fury, a fossil of forgotten wrongs, still burning after eons, teaching us to remember. We build glass cities in our minds, delicate structures of civility, while underneath, the magma flows ready to remake everything into what it once was. In dreams, it wears our face, but with teeth made of lightning, and eyes that remember when we were gods of destruction before we learned to be human. The taste of metal in our mouths is not blood, but ancestry, the memory of swords and shields we've carried through lifetimes of learning to fight and forgive. Each heartbeat is a war drum, each breath a battle cry swallowed back to silence in the name of peace. But peace was never our first language. The dragon in our depths knows secrets we've forgotten, of power that shaped planets and split atoms of identity into constellations of possibility. We are all living volcanoes wearing skins of snow, pretending we're not made of earth and anger and fire, and the desire to remake worlds. In the labyrinth of our rage, every mirror shows a stranger, wearing faces we don't claim, speaking truths we can't deny about the monsters we contain. Our anger has many rooms, each one a different temperature, some cold as ancient ice, others hot as newborn stars, all of them perfectly ourselves. We dance between these chambers like priests in forgotten temples, learning the liturgy of rage, the sacred geometries of wrath, the holy mathematics of destruction. Perhaps anger is not the enemy, but the guardian of borders we didn't know we needed until they were crossed and something precious was lost. Or maybe it's a teacher writing lessons in flame across the parchment of who we're becoming, when we dare to read the signs. The fire we carry inside is older than our bones, an inheritance of stardust, still burning with creation's first and finest fury. Like lightning trapped in amber, we hold this power, neither good nor evil, but purely potential, waiting to be shaped. In the quiet moments between fury and forgiveness, we might hear the dragon sing of why we need its flame to light the darkest paths. For without the heat of anger, how would we forge justice? Without the power to destroy, how could we choose to create? Without fire, how would we stay warm? There are nights when the dragon stirs, and we feel its movements in our dreams, like tectonic plates shifting, rearranging the geography of who we thought we were. Each scale a different memory of times we should have roared but swallowed thunder instead, letting lightning pool in our bellies until we became storms contained. The anger teaches us geography, maps the boundaries of self, shows us where we end and others begin by marking what we'll fight for. It is an ancient alignment, this constellation of rage, these stars of fury burning in patterns older than language, spelling words we've always known. Sometimes in midnight mirrors we catch glimpses of our fire dancing behind our eyes like northern lights announcing storms on distant shores. The dragon's breath is poetry, written in smoke and flame, telling stories of the times when mountains learned to walk and oceans learned to fly. We are all apprentice alchemists, learning to transmute this force from raw destruction into something finer without losing its essential heat. For anger at its purest is love's own guardian, the flame that warms the hearth, the light that guides us home, the fire that forges stronger bonds. So we walk with dragons inside every step, an act of balance between the power to destroy and the choice to create, between who we are and who we could be. In the end, perhaps rage is not what we must overcome, but what we must understand to finally become whole and truly learn to fly. For we are children of fire, born from cosmic rage that chose to become stars instead of staying void, and we carry that choice still. Each breath a dedication to the art of containing flames, not to smother them but to learn their sacred names, and why they chose to burn. So let the dragon sleep in its cave of memory and bone, but know its true name, and why it chose you as its sanctuary and home. For in the deepest truth, we are not separate from this ancient fire. We are its latest shape, its newest way of dancing. And perhaps in learning this, we might finally understand why stars choose to shine, why lightning seeks the ground, why anger lives inside,